Before you go judging, shut up. Stereotypes aren't cool.
Wait, they didn't tell you? Are you serious? So you didn't know? Black Girls YouTube too.
Hey guys, it's Black Girls YouTube too. You're probably wondering why all of this. I'm about to take myself out on what my professor calls an artist date. Basically what you do is you take yourself somewhere for an hour by yourself. I'm gonna bring my notebook. You guys might not know, but I am a writer. I have a feeling a couple of stories are gonna come to me while I'm sitting by myself.
Hopefully I don't feel awkward.
The place I'm going actually is not this dressy, but I was feeling very low and down about myself today. I just wanted to take this opportunity to kind of fix my inside by fixing my outside. The place I'm going is called Oohs and Ahs. It's a soul food restaurant. I've never been there before. So I figured why not try my artist dates in a new place. But take a look while I'm here. Hey guys, I am back from my artist date, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about how it went before I got all undressed and unmade, and
I forgot what happened.
my night,
Went nothing as planned.
everything that I thought I was going to do went right out the window. Let's start from the beginning. As you guys know, I was planning on going to Oohs and Ahs. As you guys know, I was planning on going to Oohs and Ahs to pick up some soft.
Oh my gosh, I had the hiccups.
As you guys know, I was planning on going to Oohs and Ahs, picking up some soul food. I really wanted some macaroni and cheese. I got to Oohs and Ahs, and it was closed. I didn't know what to do. I was looking up and down the ship, and I didn't see another restaurant, and we both looked out the window. We were like,
So where you gonna go? Cause you can't stay in here.
So I got my life together, and I walked a couple of storefronts down, and I found another restaurant. What I'm about to tell you. I walk in. Nobody's at the hostess stand, so I'm kind of just waiting there, and there's maybe 3 people at the bar, nobody in the restaurant. So I started to walk out the door, and then this lady at the bar calls me over, and she was like,
Excuse me, are you here for the drag show?
"The drag? Bitch? What? Do I look like a man to you? Do I look like a man?" At first, you know, I was very insulted. I looked at her and I was like,
Baby, no.
and then she was like,
My bad.
first, I was insulted. I was like, how dare you? But then I thought about it and I was like, bruh, like, Judea, you've come up in the world. Your makeup skills are so good that they thought you were a drag queen. And as soon as I had that thought, bruh, my heart, it grew a couple of sizes like the Grinch. I've never been to either of these restaurants, so I mean, I don't know what I'm doing.
I wanted to eat.
So I called an Uber. I took my little tail down to Busboys and Poets. And when I tell you this place, like, first of all, it's very big. And on the inside, part of, like, when you first walk in, it looks like a bookstore, kind of like Barnes & Noble. And then there's this whole restaurant, this cafe, coffee, spoken word type feel. There's art on the wall, poetry on the walls. It was giving me some really good vibes, and like, I mean, it was getting the creative juices flowing. So they sat me down in like a couch chair, I don't know what you call that, an armchair with, you know, lots of cushions and pillows and a little coffee table in front of me. And I was thinking to myself, like, how am I gonna eat? My food's all the way down here. I'm gonna remind you guys, I am on what is called an artist date. I'm taking myself on a date for at least an hour, and I'm supposed to just enjoy my own company. I was not feeling myself today. Sometimes I can get to this point where I'm very disappointed in myself, very hard on myself. Just, it's not a good place to be for me. And when I'm usually at those places, I either sleep it off or find something to distract myself, which is kind of when I will make a YouTube video, or I'll edit a YouTube video, put one up. But as I'm looking around and I see all the couples and like groups of people coming in, and I realize I'm the only person sitting by myself, I'm gonna be honest, I felt very weird. What am I doing? Sitting here by myself this late at night, I feel so awkward and so out of place. I feel so foolish and so out of place. I feel so lost and so out of place. Why did I think that this would be a good idea? Everything in this place is so inspiring, and yet I feel as though I landed here on accident. I'm a baby in a mother's clothes, pretending to be something that I'm not. Beautiful, confident, and mature. Someone please save me from myself. Why am I here? That was my first entry for the night. So you can see where my head was at. The idea of taking yourself on a date seems so strange. Like, what are you doing? But I decided to order the fried chicken entree. Before you go judging, shut up. Stereotypes aren't cool. Fried chicken breast. I don't like bones. Now you know that about me. I don't like bones. On mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. And a bed of collard greens. And I'm waiting for my food to come. And I start writing again. I'm looking around and I notice a sign that says like Caesar salads tonight or something like that. 9:01 p.m. That's not how you spell Caesar. 9:04 p.m. Isn't this how all the love stories start? The young lady is in a cafe writing quietly in her journal, sipping on her not so hot coffee, when suddenly her gaze is pulled crossfire with an intriguing looking man who she then begins to write about. But when she looks back up again, he's gone and she didn't even catch his name. That one was inspired by another waiter that I saw. I was writing to myself and he came by and he asked me what I was writing down in my journal, and I let him know that I was on a date by myself and I was also a writer, so I was just, and he said he thought that was really cool, that he was like trying to stay longer to talk to me about my writing, because he probably was a writer himself. I mean, you work at a place called Bus Boys and Poets. I guess he was the bus boy and I was the poet. As soon as my food came, I logged that 9:08 p.m. my food came. He got up and left and I never saw him again. I believe I'm halfway through with my food, but I ended up asking for a little container to take my food home in because I wanted to try dessert. 9:23 p.m. If I told you this night was perfect, don't you dare believe me. But if I tell you it went better than I expected, then you could surely listen to me. Being alone gives you so much time to think and to love yourself, that is. We spend every day worrying about everyone else and how we're viewed in the world, but what about how I view me? I'm a beautiful, confident, mature young black woman with a purpose in this world. Who cares if I don't know how to hold my knife and my fork when I penetrate my chicken, or that I don't cross my legs and sometimes my lap forgets the napkin, because I don't. 9:30, dessert is here. I ordered cheesecake and a side of mixed berries, and
Oh my goodness.
it was so good. It was so good. 9:36. If a blueberry hits the gravel and no one is around to hear it, did it ever really fall it off? I guess that will remain my little secret. That was a little snippet that I did because I dropped some fruits on the floor. And I looked around to see if anybody saw it, and I don't think anybody did. And if they did, thank you for letting me get away with it. By 9:46, my last log was, I am so full. I love myself so much. I deserved all of this. Judea, thank you. And that was my writing experience for my artist date. Like, what I read to you about this logging isn't the capacity of what I can do. So I'm a little nervous about that, but maybe I'll start sharing snippets every now and again. After all of that was over, it was time to pay the bill, and like, I asked for my check pretty early. I gave her my credit card and she walked off. She didn't come back for another 5 minutes. When she came back, she was like,
Excuse me. Your card is being declined. Do you have...
Another one?
I was like, no. College student. I have one credit card. Now, mind you, I know that I had money on this card. I just got my refund check. So I'm getting a little antsy, like,
Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna become a bus boy too.
and she said that there was an ATM down the street so she could hold my ID while I went to go use it. I realized that the reason my card was not working in the restaurant is because it is bent. So I had to hold it a certain way for the ATM to read it. And I was able to get money out and pay my bill. I actually gave her a really big tip too for letting that slide and letting me go to the ATM in the first place. If I had to review Busboys and Poets, I would give it a wonderful review. That place is probably 5-star. I want to go again when they're actually doing spoken word, and maybe I will read some of my own stuff. Not a log that I've written while on an artist date, but some of the stuff that I've written for myself. Thank you guys for listening. Take yourselves on some artist dates. Just spend an hour by yourself somewhere out and about. I promise, like, it's gonna be awkward. It is. It's gonna be awkward at first because you're by yourself and you probably do not do this often. But eventually, like, you become so comfortable in your skin and with like who you are. I was finding myself, like, because I'm not talking to anybody, I was finding myself listening to the music that was playing, and all of it was bombing. Like, they played back to back. They played, You Should Stop Writing, Babe. I don't know what that song is called, but I know for a fact that Pharrell is in it. And when I first walked in, they were playing Flawless by Beyonce. I was like, I woke up like this. Because it felt really good after that lady called me a man for me to come into this place and Beyonce's playing when I walk in. Like, tell me that wasn't God himself. And you start to feel comfortable with yourself. I'm listening to music. I am enjoying the way that I eat this food. That cheesecake probably wasn't even that good, but it felt so good to be able to take my time with it, to be able to just like dip my fork in it slowly and really enjoy every single bit of it. I tried blackberries for the first time today. It was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. I think all of you should try it. Try it sometime. Maybe you can take yourself out to the movies, maybe a little less awkward. Take yourself to your favorite place to eat. Take yourself to a new place to eat. Get dressed up. Beat your face. Do something cute or different with your hair. You might pick up a man, but I mean, you're not really there for that. You are enjoying your own company. This is from Black Girls YouTube too, and I challenge you to take yourself on an artist date. Thank you for listening to how mine went. Have a wonderful night, guys.